CW23 presents See What's Now, your entertainment news source.
Hey everybody, it's Jon Foss with CW23, and today we're very excited to have Steve Wilkos from the Steve Wilkos Show joining us. Steve, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on.
So Steve, your show just got picked up for its 8th season. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You were actually a Marine and a Chicago police officer prior to your show. Did you ever think that you would end up doing what you're doing now?
No, I mean, I never wanted that. It wasn't something that I ever thought about doing or desired. I went into the military. My father was a paratrooper in the Army, and he was a Chicago policeman, and I followed my dad's footsteps. I went into the Marines after high school and became a Chicago policeman, and that was my career. I ended up working on the Springer Show as part-time security, which led to a full-time gig, which led to people liking me on the show, which led to me getting my own show. But I never tried out to be in TV. I never auditioned.
Yeah.
I never tried to get my own show. So I'm very fortunate that I had my own show. But talking about somebody who did probably the least amount of work getting his own show, that would be me. Well,
it worked out. You were a police officer. How did you end up, you said you didn't audition, you didn't do anything. How did you end up on the Springer Show in the first place?
They just, some guys I knew, they were running security for Pinkerton, and so when the Springer Show needed some guys, they'd call Pinkerton, and they would just, some guys that were employed, off-duty Chicago cops, and they just asked me if I wanted to work it, and I went there, and there was a guy that was kind of running things, and they let him go, and I just happened to be standing at one of the young producer's desk, and he looked at me and goes, "Hey, would you like to run security here at the show?" And I said, "Yeah." And I knew I got my foot in the door and something good, so whatever they asked me to do, I did it. They asked me to shave my head, I shaved my head. I traveled all over. Then Jerry asked me to be his security when he traveled, so I did that.
Yep.
And so my role on the show just slowly kept increasing, where eventually I became a big part of the show.
Yeah, so many changes in your life. Where do you see, what's the next step? I mean, you have this great show right now, and the ratings continue to improve every season. I mean, what's next for you?
Retirement. This is it, man. I mean, I've had a long run in TV. I've been on TV for 21 years now. That's way more than most people will ever get. And me and my wife, we work together on my show. So hopefully I can do this show until my son goes to college, which is in about 9 years. And once that happens, this is it. This is then it's I'm either going to be at Wrigley Field or on the beach smoking cigars.
Sounds pretty good to me. So I'm going to put you on the spot here. Your show is on CW23 here every weekday at 9 a.m., as we mentioned. What do you think the CW stands for?
CW. I remember the frog that used to perform for CW.
Yes, everybody remembers the frog.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, what if, relating to your show, C and W, what can you think of anything that maybe we should say that it stands for? Like, I don't know, crazy world, because I'm sure you've seen some crazy things over your career.
But what does it stand for?
Well, I don't know if I can tell you. I'm just kidding. It stands for CBS and Warner Brothers.
Oh, CBS and Warner Brothers.
Yeah, and our station is actually doing a promotion right now to kind of get that word out, which is why I'm asking you. So congratulations, you just made our promo.
Well, I love the CW. That's all I can say.
All right, it doesn't matter what it stands for. You're on
That's
it.
Right.
It's doing great. You're doing great. Bottom line.
There you go.
So you're a huge sports fan. What'd you think of the Super Bowl?
I actually went with my wife, and we had a great time. And
nice.
One of the best Super Bowls you're ever gonna watch, right?
Yep. Very controversial last play there for the Seahawks.
The worst call in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, it was tough. Well, I wish I could talk to you longer, but we got to let you go. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me on.
And Twin Cities, don't miss the Steve Wilkos Show every weekday at 9 a.m. right here on CW23.